So here is the actual journey of these new net zero buses, and me, Mark Bannerman and Steve Coates are going to track one down and have a journey on them and see what they're like. The service we actually found was a 20 minutes one, but it says there's also a 7 to 8 minute one. So just sit back and enjoy the ride. We're trying to find this elusive green bus, these net zero buses. You remember them getting stolen? And one's just pulled off. I'm sure we'll get on the next one. So we've eventually found one of these new buses. So as you can see, we sat down on it. They run about every 20 minutes around the city centre. I think there's 2 or 3 of them. So I'm not sure how long it takes to get around the city centre. If anything interesting crops up, I'll let you know. So we've just come to a stop, and you can see the map for the journey around the city centre right up there. So it's certainly smooth on the buses, but the painful thing is the lights it's stopping at all the way around. I would have liked to have seen a bus that actually went from one end of the town centre to the other instead of cycle lanes, then spun round at the bottom of Haymarket and then back round at the bottom of the moor and came up that way. But in their wisdom, they actually bring it right round the actual outside of the town centre. So as you can see, we're on. So we're now coming down Arundel Gate. You can see the seats. It's zero for us to travel on this bus around the town centre. And I've got 5, well there's actually 5 of us sampling this bus and 2 other passengers on it, so if those 5 weren't on it, it'd be pretty empty. That gives you a view down the bus. Don't hold a lot of passengers, but you know, that's really all I've got to show you at the moment. Let's see if anything else comes up interesting on the journey. So I've just counted up the number of seats, and I count 26 seats, and I'm looking, you can see handrails down there, a bit like on the London Underground. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 handrails to hold on to. So it's not a massive capacity on these. So we're still going around. I think it's 20-minute journey time. We're coming through West Bar at the moment. So it's South Yorkshire Mayoral funded initiative, and let's see what the Freedom Information Request comes back with. See some of the new buildings, but like I say, if I find anything interesting as we journey around, but it's quite a loop. It's a case of getting on bus and just going around it in a loop till you get to where you want to in the middle of Sheffield. So I'm actually stood up at the moment with Mark Bannerman. Thought I'd just get an appreciation what it's like stood up on the bus.
I just want to say to you, be careful when you go around corners. Keep hold of that monkey ball.
So Mark was just saying, as we're going around corners, hold on to this handrail really well, because it swings round. So at bottom of Waingate at the moment, where the old brewery was, coming back round. So it's just a case of getting on the bus and just going round till you get to your stop. And anticipate 20 minutes journey time going around the city centre to do the full loop. So we're coming up Snig Hill, and as usual, one rule for the police in a bus stop outside the police station at West Bar, the original headquarters of South Yorkshire Police. You can see we're coming up to Angel Street now.
You're leaning against the bar,
so you might be able to just hear Mark Bannerman in the background. We're now coming up to Haymarket. You can see the castle ruins development there, where they're actually doing the archaeological dig. But it's so sad coming up Haymarket and the lack of people now using it. So we're now coming into Fitzallen Square, C&A building, down into Pond Street, the old post office building, now a university building, the old Odeon cinema, top rank suite, which is about, well, it's going through checks to see if it's safe or not. Car park underneath. So we're now just coming into Pond Street bus station. So at the moment we've lost Steve. Steve got off at one side of Sheffield. Got Wesley. And Andy over there. And Mark Bannerman. So there's 4 of us on this bus at the moment. Parked up in Pond Street waiting to set back off again. So I'll just go up and show you the timetable better now. Now we've stopped, so you can see the timetable. It's quite a good initiative, this, seeing as it's free. I wish I'd actually done a full journey and a bit of a narration around the journey as I was going round. I was a bit bothered about the traffic lights, the stopping and starting, but I should have just stopped every time the bus stopped. So we're now coming back to where we started. We're going to cross over Pinston Street, and this is where Mid-City Tower was. Sorry, Mid-City House was. It's been knocked down. There's Pinston Street, Grosvenor House. We're coming back to our original stop on Charter Row.
Okay, I've got my shot. We'll get off for you, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that, cheers. Right, and take that.
So that's it, a journey round on the new bus. Come and try it out. My only concern is that, yes, the green buses, and they're not creating any pollution in the town centre like the old trams didn't create pollution, but my concern is the pollution created by these buses at source, and how long does the battery last before they have to replace it. So, you know, positive video, but you've also got to look at the downsides as well.